everybody, welcome back. Let's get started again. And this time we'll continue from where we actually left earlier. And gonna be making some changes. Writing a lot of text causes the issues, and because of that thing, I'm gonna be using Canvas as well as the doc, both the versions right now to just simply get the things done. Let me show exactly what I'm gonna do. Because once I lost my some written content, I don't wanna lose that again. I hope I'm audible and all. Yeah. So without any further delay, let's simply get started. And what am I gonna do here? That is going with this manner. So first of all, ultimately, I will not have the I will have diagrams, but I will not have the content in the content that I have in the written format. So I'm just gonna be simply copying it. Once it is actually copied, I'm gonna be back here and I will just simply paste it. It's just gonna be like that. So this way things are quite organized, and the another thing is that I'm not having to kind of save them here, so they will not be deleted. They will not get deleted automatically. By the way, this is gonna be h1 something like this, and this is gonna be h2 peer managers. These are gonna be h3 vh4, or let them be like this. So this particular thing is done, and let me make it h2 actually, and let me make it h3. So this is how I'm gonna be going ahead. Similarly, I'll have one more, and that's gonna be this particular section. I'm gonna be pasting it here, this lib. Let's remove this lib, and that's gonna be everything else apart from this lib. Okay, so this is how I'm just simply structuring it for now, and this is gonna be now h3 if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So this particular thing is done. Lastly, I have this particular I can just simply write it. So that's gonna be or let me copy it. So Control X. Once I have this, I'm gonna be removing this lib from here. Once it's actually removed, then okay, gonna be back here. 1 2 3 done. And this signaling.ts is actually gonna be the t3 here, sorry, h3 here. So this much is done. And lastly, I'm gonna be having one thing that actually got deleted by mistake, and that was media stream, a media manager. So maybe just below this, if I'm not wrong, I'm gonna be having my media manager. So again, this is there any short form th3? No short form at all. So h3 media manager.ts, and just below this I will have some of the things. I'll have some of the methods and all, and this is how it will keep going. Apart from this particular thing, I just do think that I don't really need to remove anything else. Whatever I had to remove, I have already removed that, and that's it. This should be fine. And this let me go to the canvas only, and if I just try to check everything, delete this. Well, there's really nothing right now, so let me reload the page for a while, and let's simply get started from here on. And the best thing is that now my diagrams are gonna be on the left side, and the content related to, the related content is gonna be on the left side. So this way I won't have to worry about any like losing the things and all. And this is gonna be actually h3, and then I have this meeting section. This is also gonna be h3. Then I have this meeting media. This is also gonna be h3. Lastly, I have this chat. This is also gonna be h3. And let's see how many options do I actually have here. So lib, okay, all these things are gonna be inside the lib. And what is this? Wow, I can just turn it on. Great job. By the way, I don't really need this, but yeah, this is also here. What is this? block codes, interesting, great job. So this is here, and then for code block, amazing job, I can have it too. I think I need to delete this. Okay, and then this is gonna be inline code, this is gonna be code block, this is gonna be block code, checklist, numbered, and typography, insert, I can insert many things, and there can be actually many things too that can be inserted. Okay, by the way, we are done with this. Let's go ahead with this one. So I'm gonna be opening my VS Code quickly, and this is mainly gonna be all about media. So I will have my local stream. Let's have these things from the beginning. So yeah, first of all, first thing is gonna be local stream. First thing is gonna be local stream. Second thing is the screen stream. Screen stream. Third thing is gonna be original video track. Let me make it bigger. This much should be fine. And after that, the next one is gonna be media recorder for recording and all. And then I will have recording chunks, and that's gonna be the type of the block. Of course, that's gonna be an array, just like this. And then when it comes to the methods, I will have init local stream, init local stream. That will do what? That will get the stream. The job of this is gonna be get the stream. Once it gets the stream, after that get the audio and video both. Once you get the audio and video both, after that you got the audio as well as the video both, then get the original video track. Once you got the original video track, disable audio and video, just like this. So this much you will be doing inside that. Okay, so this is all about init local stream. These are the things that you will be doing inside that. Let me even check. Got the local stream. Once enabled both of them, after that disabling them, and that's it. Just simply getting the local stream. So this is done. After that I'm gonna be having get local stream. Get local stream will be used for returns local stream. What is the next thing? I will have toggle mic disables toggles enable tracks enable option. So toggles tracks enables option. Similarly, toggle camera toggles tracks enable option. But here there's gonna be difference. This particular one enable audio tracks enable option, and toggles camera tracks enable option. What is the next thing? I hope I'm doing the same thing here. Yeah, same thing is actually happening. How do we do this? It's just the business logic. We can write it. Overall idea we should have how the flow goes on. Start recording. Let's talk about this one as well. Start recording or start screen share. Start screen share. What should happen inside this? When it comes to screen share, so what should we do? Let's think about it. So screen share, first of all, screen stream I need to have. So we need to have a screen stream. After that I need to get the video out of that. Once screen stream video, I can even allow the audio here. I'm just allowing the video right now, but audio can actually be allowed. So when I'm actually sharing the screen, I can share the audio of the screen. Yeah, should be fine. Most of the time I can do that. By the way, video or audio or both, depends on the situation exactly what kind of functionality you want to implement here. And once this thing is done, after that is screen stream, and I got the screen stream, I got this. After that get the track and replace the tracks of RTP senders. By the way, if I'm actually getting the audio too, so I will have to replace the audio of the, if I'm getting the audio too, so I will have to replace the audio as well. So I'm just gonna be going with the video for now, but later it can definitely be implemented. If you are getting the audio, you can get the video as well. If you are getting the video, you can get the audio as well. It's just that you will have to replace the tracks, so keep that particular thing in mind. And once this is done, replace the track RDP senders. That's it. So let's see. Screen stream, replaced it. One thing, screen track I will get, and once I get a screen track dot on ended, I have to listen this particular event, and whenever this ends, I will be running some function inside this. I hope this makes sense. So, and that's it, nothing else here. Screen track, and this screen track will be the video track, so that's fine. That's the same track that I will be adding over here as well, so that's fine, no problem. So once I've done this much, then the next one that I will have here, that's gonna be stop screen share. And what all will I be doing here? First of all, replace video. But first of all, what should happen? Screen stream stop the tracks. After that, replace the track, replace video track of RTP senders with, here track should be replaced with original video track. Done. And why am I looking here? Let me think. So I screen stream, so I stopped the stream and did this. That's it. Come back here, stop screen share. First of all, replace it. Once it is replaced, after that stop it, set it to null, and that's it. So that's the same thing I'm doing. Stop it, or maybe just keep it at the end. It's completely up to, it depends on the flow. Stop the tracks and set null. That's done. And once I've done this, what anything else that I need to do, once ultimately this particular thing is done, now it's time to talk about start screen recording. What else is remaining? Then I have stop local stream. Stop local stream. When will I be calling it? I will be calling it inside inside the cleanup function. And so let's simply have this as well. Stop local stream. What will I do inside this? Let's think about it. Okay, so I'm just stopping the local stream. That simply means if I have the local stream, I have to stop all the tracks. Ouch. I have to stop the tracks. Similarly, screen stream, stop the tracks. Done. And original video track, and set to set values to null. What are they? First one is gonna be local stream. Second one is gonna be screen stream, and third gonna be original video track. I'm gonna be setting the null value, assigning the null value, original video track. That's it. This is done. Start recording. And once this is done, what would I do inside start recording? So start recording in the sense, first of all, get the audio and the video. Especially when I start recording the screens, of course I have to get the stream. So get the stream, but when I get the stream, at that time I will be accepting the audio and video both, right? So whenever I start it, not this one, over here when I start the stream, at that time start recording chunk null, that's okay, I will have to set the chunks to null, that's fine. And check it how it works. So it works great. So at that time what am I doing? I have the audio and then I have this, then I'm creating the new media stream that contains both. Wow. So I will have screen stream that actually contains this, then I have this that actually contains that. Amazing job actually. That what do, you get screen stream plus audio stream, you create the new stream, and that is the recording stream. So ultimately I can say recording stream is gonna be equals to this. And once you have both of them, how you create that up to you, but this is how it's gonna be going on. And once you have recording stream, after that what will you do? You create the media container. So this is how you will be creating the media container, media recorder, not container. So you get the media recorder. When you get the media recorder, you will start it. So ultimately you get a media recorder. When you get the media recorder, then you simply start it, and after that just simply start it. When you start it on data get, you just listen for some of the events. So there are two events mainly, on data available and then on stop. So on data available, what you get? You will get the data ultimately in chunks format, and you will be pushing it. So you will ultimately on data available, you are gonna be getting the event.data, and that will be in the chunks format, so you will be pushing it there. So data, so ultimately I can say event.data, you will have to push to recording chunks. This is done. Then on stop, whenever it stops, at that time you need to do a few things here. What are those things? When it stops at that time, first of all, prompt ultimately get the name for the file. You got the name for the file, you stopped it, and recording stream that you had, what will you do? Stop the tracks. Okay, you will stop all the tracks from the recording stream. What is the next thing? Got the name, stop the tracks, has the chunks. After that, create blob. I hope I am doing the same thing. So when it stopped, this is screen on end. So whatever screen that you are seeing, that will be ending at the end of the day, right? So one more thing that I forgot, that as soon as I started that start start screen sharing, recording, audio stream and media stream start, and on validate, you will be getting this. So event data and push it there. Then on stop, you will be stopping it, and that's gonna be one more event over here, and that's gonna be on ended. I just forgot that, sorry for that. On ended, so whenever it ends, at that time you are gonna be just simply running a function, and at the end of the day you will be stopping it. And so you are gonna be stopping the recording, and when you stopping the recording, you already have the stopping function over here, it will be running. So inside this, the way you had it over here at the top as well, when you stop sharing the screen, stop screen share. Before that, this end, stop screen share. The same thing you are gonna be doing here as well. So on not ended, on end, stop recording. Like this, you will be just simply calling it. And on stop, what should happen? Get the name of the file. Okay, record stream, stop the tracks. Okay, you stop the tracks. What should you do next? Create the blob. Okay, create the URL create the anchor element, set the properties and whatever properties they are, and once this is done, then what? Then that should be downloaded. That's it, nothing else. Done. So check this thing out on stop, get the file name, create the blob. This is how blob is created, and get the URL. Once you got the URL, create the anchor tag at the properties, revoke it, remove the child and revoke the URL, remove child and revoke URL. How you do it all, you can search it then and there, but ultimately this is how it should be this should be the flow. And on ended I will be stopping it. And how will I stop the screen sharing? Sorry, this much is done, and this is all about start screen recording. The question is stop screen recording. How will I stop screen recording? Whenever I stop screen recording, at that time media start, on data available, recording chunks, get the file name, recording sim, stop tracks. Do I stop the tracks here? Let me check. I don't think it is needed, but let me check. So over here I don't stop the tracks, and that is not quite needed because once it actually ends over here, stop recording is automatically called, so you don't need to just do it manually here. Well, this is not wrong. Even if you are stopping the tracks, that's fine, but you don't really need to stop it, because this on end will definitely run. That time recording is going to be stopped. Stop recording or stop screen recording. And when it comes to stopping screen recording, at that time what should I do? I should be getting my recording stream. Yeah, once you got that, stop the tracks. That's it. I mean, am I gonna be doing something else? And one more thing I forgot. What forgot? Media recorder dot stop. That is okay. So media recorder is gonna be at the top, and media recorder stop in the sense it will stop recording, but the same thing I'm calling somewhere else as well, right? So on, just a minute. I have this media recorded. I started it on data validate, on stop. I'm already saying that when it stops, this will be happening, but when will it stop? Interesting. So the screen track that I have, I'm gonna be having the screen track. This is the global level variable. So whenever I start sharing the screen, so I will have my screen track, so that I can actually call methods on that. Amazing job. And whenever that screen track is ended, at that time I'm gonna be calling this is stop screen share. Great job. So ultimately on end, so I can say screen track dot on screen track dot this on end is actually going to be called on screen track. So screen track on end, and over here I will do the same thing. What is that? Stop screen recording. This is the overall flow. So this will be called, and this screen track is actually going to be the global level variable here. Let's check that thing. If I actually go to the top, local stream, this original bit track remote recording, functional level, just a sec, start screen share, screen stream I have, screen track. So where is this screen track coming from? I already have the screen track over here. Is this here at the top too? Wait, where am I getting the screen track from? Okay, this is where it is. Sorry for that. So I'm getting the screen track, and whenever I start sharing the screen, and once I got the screen track, that's great. that's fine. Same thing is gonna be happening here as well. So if I go here, whenever I'm sharing the screen in the sense, so start sharing the screen at that time, screen track on in, so I will be getting my screen track here only. So screen stream video, once I got the video, I did the video, I will get the screen track, and on that I will be calling it. Fine. And the same thing is gonna happen with this stop, not stop actually. By the way, when I'm stopping to share the screen, so at the time I am listening it on here, so it is gonna be doing the same job. It will be called, it will stop the screen share, and when it comes to stopping the screen share, I'm gonna be replacing the tracks and all, and screen stream will be stopped and all, everything. And coming back to this stop, not really big problem. Start recording, I will have my screen track, start recording. I should have my screen track over here. Well, this is where I have my screen track, and I'm getting the screen track from the videos and all, so the video stream that I have. And video tracks got this screen stream, so I'm gonna be listening for the screen stream. I will be getting the screen track. Once I got that, I will be stopping it. Once stopping it, I will call media recorder stop. That simply means, coming back to this one, stop screen recording, recording stream, I will get stop, or even better, I will already have media recorder dot stop. I'm gonna be calling this. This will just simply stop it. Now, as far as this recording stream is concerned, I can do that. By the way, this stream that I have here, this stream, recording stream, I can set it to null. I mean, I can stop all the tracks, and I think I'm already stopping all the tracks inside on stop. Am I doing that? Let me check. Recording stream, yeah, I am doing that. So whatever I wrote earlier, that was right. So on stop, get it, and I have to stop the recording stream. So recording stream, I wrote it earlier, then I stopped it, removed it. Get the, I have to stop all the tracks. It's obvious. Don't leave any track like open, or yeah, kind of started. Create blob, get the URL, create the anchor tag and all. Remove child, and then that's it. This is what actually happens when you create any video calling application. Alrighty, turns out we are done actually. Let's start discussing about the things from the beginning. I mean, let's see whether we've missed something or not. And even I have just written the things, I haven't even checked them well, so let's do it. So what happens first of all here? There are gonna be two clients. There's gonna be peer number 1, there's gonna be peer number 2. So peer number 1 will first of all send a request to the server, and it will ask to connect. And because that is the peer number 1, so that is a host, and as that is a host, it will get the, just a minute, so it will send the request to the backend signaling server. Signaling server will say, okay, you are the first user, so you will become the host, and I'm gonna be emitting an event, so I will get the data and I will save the data on the client side. And the second time another user peer 2 will try to join. When the peer 2 will send a request, right now peer 2 is not a host, so when it sends the request to join the meeting, at that time server will say you are not the host. So what will happen? A request, join request will go to the host. Host can actually allow it or deny it, and then host will emit a grant permission event, grant join permission event. This will go to the server. Now server will check whether the user actually allowed or denied. If the user denied, in that case deny join permission will be emitted to the participant number 2, and then participant number 2 will be redirected to the home screen, and socket connection will be disconnected. In case the user actually allowed it, so the participant number 2 will be informed about others, so it will get all the users over here, and host itself will be informed about the new participant, the participant who actually joined, and not only host, other participants will be informed as well. So this is how it goes. And now here I'm gonna be setting the state, and I will be creating the peer connection for the new participant, and over here I will be creating the peer connection for others. Again, keep in mind, for example, just for showing purpose, I'm just having two things over here, two users, peer number 1 and peer number 2. Similarly, there can be more than 2 peers, and at that time when I'm informing new participant about others, so all the new participants are gonna be here gonna be sent as data. And when I'm informing others, so ultimately others comes under other participants, so host is going to be informed, and other participants apart from host, they are also going to be informed. So the same structure is gonna be valid for all. So just for an example, I have two people here, but there can be more than two people too. So this is how it's gonna be going on. By the way, now it's time to create the connection over here as well, on the left side as well as on the right side. So we will be creating the peer connection, but the question is that how peer connection is created. So when it comes to creating the peer connection, so we need to call a PC new RTC connection, ultimately this. So at that time I will have my local streams. Now the question comes, how will I get my local streams? So I will get my local streams from media manager, and then from there I will be getting the tracks. Once I got the track, I will add the track to the peer connection. Once the track is added to the peer connection, I will get the sender. Once I get the sender, I will be just setting the audio and video streams in the sender. Question: why do we need to send the audio and video streams in the sender? So that sender is saved, so that next time onwards we can just simply replace the track in the sender, and that is it. So what is the job of the sender? Let's simply, why are we even maintaining this state? This is the bigger question, like why do I need to even save it? And the answer is, when you start sharing the screen, just replace the track in the sender, just replace the track with the track of the screen in the sender. That's it. And that is why we need the senders here, and that this is the main reason I'm actually storing the value of the sender. This is the main reason that now on track I will be getting the track. So this is gonna be altogether a different thing. I just missed it, so I will be covering it. As for this sender related thing, I'm gonna be keeping it somewhere here. So this is how I'm gonna be going ahead. Okay, so that is why we are just simply saving the senders. And but the thing is that, how will I get the local stream? I will get the local stream from the media manager. So two things run at the same time. So as soon as this connection gets established, so when this particular process goes on, the user actually tries to join the meeting and all. At the same time, what happens? At the same time, when the connection gets established, at the same time this also happens. What happens? I initialize the local stream. That simply means when I'm initializing the local stream, this is the function that I'm actually using, and this creates the local stream and all, and it comes from the media manager. I call it inside a media container, and then I use the cleanup function as well. Let me even show that. So what all am I doing here? So if I go to my media container, so I'm using this initialization local stream. So this function simply creates the local stream, as simple as that. So ultimately that will be available to be used. And once this is done, then I have this screen share. Simple, it just simply toggles, nothing else. And when it comes to screen share, I will have to replace the source media. So okay, that's simple. I will already have my screen share stream. So this screen share stream is gonna be coming again from the media manager side. So this screen share stream comes from @media manager. So this is from this I'm actually gonna be getting this screen. So this is the one that I'm actually getting over here. So I will easily get my stream, and as soon as I get my stream, so whenever the screen share value changes, and if that is actually true, in that case I'm gonna be sharing it. Otherwise I'm gonna be adding the local stream. This is simply fine, no need to worry about it. And similarly I have this mic on, mic off. It will just simply enable it and disable it. Similarly I have this camera on. It will enable the camera or disable the camera. This is the most important thing, really important thing. What is this? When it comes to getting, by the way, I haven't even written the logic for the getting the tracks and all. So okay, I will discuss it very soon. This is not the right time. And even this is these two things I have to discuss, this particular thing and this particular thing. When I have to discuss, I will let you know very soon. And once this is done, then that's okay. By the way, inside media, that's it. No need to worry about anything. And once everything is done, then peer connection is going to be established. By the way, peer connection got connected. kind of, I can simply say in simple words, people created the peer connection. So all the peers, they created peer connections. What will happen when the user or the host actually allows the participant? At that time, host will be inform others about new participants. So host will be informed about the new participant who got who just joined the meeting, and the new participant will be informed about the other participant. That means it will be informed about the other. Now new participant will also create the peer connection, host will also create the peer connection, and this time host will create the offer. So what happens when and one more thing, as the peer connection gets created, at the same time I am adding the tracks to the peer connection. Now it's clear that I'm gonna be getting local stream because that is already available. Okay, so as I get my local stream, I will be adding it to the peer connection. Whenever something changes in the peer connection, this on negotiation event will be triggered. That simply means the host will create the offer, the host will set the local description, and as soon as local description is set, ICE candidates will start gathering. When ICE candidates starts gathering, at that time a request will go to the stun servers, and stun server will give us IP or public IP input. On the basis of that thing, ICE candidates are gonna be created. Again, they can be either using TCP protocol or UDP protocol. And then what will happen, as soon as ICE candidates are generated, then this PC dot on ICE candidate event will be triggered, and when this gets triggered, I will get the ICE candidate. Once I get the ICE candidate, I will send the ICE candidate to the other peer. Okay, this is the first thing. Similarly over here, once I created the offer, I will send the offer to the other peer. Okay, this is done. Now it's time to go to the other peer. So what happened on this side, on the host side, I actually created the peer connection. Once the peer connection got created, I got the offer and set the offer, and after that, and similarly I got the ICE candidate, set that, plus now I have the ICE candidate. And once I have these things, then what will I do? I will just simply send both of them, ICE candidate and offer, from the host side, from one peer side to the signaling server. Signaling server will simply forward them to the other peer. Other peer will get the ICE candidates as well as the offer. But before that, other peer will check. Once other peer gets the offer, other peer will check whether it has the peer connection or not. If it doesn't have peer connection, it will create the new peer connection. Once it creates the peer connection, after that it will with the help of the offer, it will set the remote description. Once the remote description is set, it can even add the ICE candidates in the remote description, because remote description is set, and for adding the ICE candidates, we just need the value of the remote description to be true. So once the value, set ultimately, so once the values get set, so I'm gonna be adding the remote description to the peer connection. Otherwise, when we get ICE candidates, I'm gonna be pushing them to the pending ICE candidates so that I can add them later. And once everything is done, then the second peer actually will create the answer, set the local description, and as soon as local description is sent, a request will go to the stun server. Again, we will get the public IP address and all, and then ICE candidates are gonna be generated. Once we have the ICE candidates, and at that time we are gonna be sending both. We will send the answer and ICE candidate back to the peer. Signaling server will forward that, and then once we get them here, then that's it. We are gonna be setting the remote description. Once the remote description is set, ICE candidates, if the remote description is set, they will be just simply added, or they will be pushed to the pending ICE candidates. And whenever the value of remote description is set, at that time I'm gonna be adding them to the peer connection. So this is what I'm doing over here. And once the whole thing got done, peer connection is established. At that time, two peer, they will be connected, even more than two peer, because this is the structure of multiple peers. So it's gonna be multiple peer to peer connection. So this is how it's gonna be going on, P2P. And the last thing what will happen, I will get the tracks from the other peer. So what will happen, the other peer, as soon, because look, the track automatically got in the set in the RTCP peer connection. So the local stream, as soon as the peer connection gets created, local stream is automatically set here. I'm already adding the local stream to the peer connection. That means as soon as the peer connection is established, I will start getting the tracks automatically, as simple as that. So ultimately over here I will get the track. What will happen when I get the track? This is the interesting thing. When I get the track, so at that time I'm gonna be setting the remote streams. So what will happen when I get the track, so event dot track will just simply give me the track over here. And when I actually get the track, I'm gonna be setting the stream. By the way, I will have to actually create the stream. So I got the track, and after that I'm gonna be setting the streams. So remote stream. I'm gonna be setting the stream, so remote streams. Once the remote stream is set, that's it. And as soon as I get the remote stream, this remote stream should be automatically attached to the, or should be automatically um, kind of assigned to the source object of that particular user's video element. Okay, but before even that, I will have to make sure that whenever because I cannot get all the remote streams just at once. Okay, that means one remote stream may take some time, then another one will come after some time, and this is how they'll keep coming. So how will I make sure that whenever I get any remote stream, at that time I am reassigning it to the source object? And for that thing, I'm gonna be maintaining the state. So whenever the I will get the remote stream, I will kind of change the state, and whenever the state changes, the media container will be re-rendered. Okay, by the way, let me show this thing in action, but let me show exactly whenever I get the track what I do. So inside my PR manager, whenever I get the track, that simply means inside PR connections, when I get the track over here on PC track. So first of all, one more thing, either you get the track or you can even directly get the stream. There are two things. Event.track, you can even get the track directly. Once you get the track, you will have to create the stream. This is the really important thing. You will have to create the stream, or you can directly get the streams. So event.streams.0, you will be getting all the streams. So let's simply go with this. I'm gonna be getting all the stream. Then I'm setting the remote stream. Once the remote stream is set, this is the most important part. Whenever I'm getting whenever I'm getting what? Whenever I'm getting the track, at the time I'm updating the callback. What does this callback do? It simply changes the state on the basis, and once the state changed, that simply means I got a new track. And whenever the state changes, at that time page will be re-rendered. So that whenever I'm getting any new track, at that time page actually re-renders, or not even re-rendering. Page, the values actually get assigned to that particular source object, and it will only happen when the page re-renders. Okay, by the way, I will be talking about it very soon, but before that, on track event dot, either you can get the track or you can just directly get the streams. So streams and the 0th index, you will directly get the streams. Once you got the stream, then you don't really need to do anything. You can directly set the stream in the remote streams and all. So this particular thing is done, you will directly be able to set that, and that's it. Your job is done, at least from here. Not yet actually. One more thing that you will have to manage, and that is maintain a state. So maintain or change the state whenever, or change the version or remote. What is the name? What can be the better name? Let me just have a look at the UI here. Media container, and that is stream version. Change the stream version whenever you get new track or stream, call it anything, because once you get the track, you can create the stream, or you can directly get the stream, up to you. So this is what is gonna be happening here. Let me make it smaller. Okay, so this is what that will happen here. But the thing is that, how will I change the stream? First of all, if you actually want your page to be re-rendered whenever you get the stream, if you actually want your page to be re-rendered, your stream should be on the component itself. So if you want this component, that whenever the value changes, whenever the value of this use state changes, at that time your page should re-render. So this use state should be in the component itself, so that whenever the use state value changes, this component will re-render. This is the first thing. And because you have this stream version, set stream version, the value and the setter over here, somehow you will have to pass this setter to that function, so that that function is actually able to use this. So what am I doing for this? Whenever the page runs, re-renders for the first time, what am I doing? I'm just simply saying कि import this, but this is again a really good way, because you cannot pass your this particular use state directly in a function. That is the thing. You can pass your use state, I mean setter, in a component, right? So you can pass the setter in a component, but passing a setter in a function, normal function, it will not work, because that is not a dispatch setter. It should work anyway, by the way, but the question is how will you even send that? So once I have, it should work or not, let me think. Normal function, if I just simply send the setter, if somehow I'm able to send this setter in that particular function, then it will work. But the question is that how will I send? So the first thing could be that you are actually importing a function from there. That function takes a callback. That callback gets called there, and you are passing this function for that particular callback, and that's the same thing we are doing here. So what am I doing? This is the register stream, and I should be passing a callback here, but I'm not passing it. Rather, I'm simply sending a function, and that function calls this. So at the end of the day, I'm creating a function here. That function gets sent there. I'm not even sending this set stream directly. I'm sending a function. That function calls this. Or if I want, I could even send the set stream directly. And set stream. By the way, this is a better way, that you are actually creating a proper function and you are not sending the set stream directly, but I'm gonna be sending the set stream version directly, and this is just what? This is the setter that I'm sending. Coming back to this, inside this, this register stream update automatically gets the function. So if I actually remove this, so whenever I'm gonna be calling this register stream, this will, oh, just a sec. Okay, so whenever I'm calling this, I'm gonna be getting my setter over here, or set version over here, and once I get that, the type is actually gonna be dispatch. I hope it will work. Not quite sure about this, but let's see. Dispatch react and set state action. I've never done this, sending a setter in a function. Okay, I've been sending it in a component, but sending it in a function that is not even a component. Let's see. It will be getting, I mean, the input is gonna be number, and once this is done, then that's it. And return set version and set stream version. What is the problem? This is the problem. Crazy. So set stream version, I'm getting this particular setter over here. Hopefully this is gonna be working. So instead of doing this thing over here, set stream callback, set stream version, I'm gonna be getting my previous value. Once I get the previous value plus 1. Any problem? Set state a number. Previous value should be a number. I'm not able to add this. Okay, then what can I do? Set state a number. Fine. Is there any other way? This is the only way. If this is the only way, I should be able to do it. Okay. Set state action number. The type of that is number. So I'm gonna be getting the previous value, and I'm simply returning that, but it is not allowing me that as number. Fine. Okay, I hope it will work. I'm not sure about this particular thing, but let's see whether it actually works or not. And what is the best thing of if it actually works? And by the way, if it doesn't work, I can roll back to the previous method that I was using, And what is the good thing of using this? So whenever I will get the track, let me take the help of, not take the help of, just simply ask the AI here whether it will actually work or not. Who will check? Whatever changes I had to make, I have already made. Will it work? And media container, inside this I have set register stream version. Your code will not the way, let's break it down. Well, bad. Export stream set version. Okay, so set stream version, this return dispatch and all, return, this function simply returns the setter function, it does not update anything. So I'm calling it there, right? So calling it like this, register stream update set stream version, means you are passing a function that expects set version, not actually state updater. Okay, so what you want actually, you want on track to trigger a React update UI render. So WebRTC event callback a React is UI render. Yeah, so correct approach could be I have this and use effect register update, I'm for passing this. Okay, in your WebRTC logic, a register stream update, and I have this particular callback and dispatch set stream action number. This callback gets equals to stream update callback, this one, and the value of this. Oh yeah, sorry, how can I make this mistake? Got it. I was using this register schema again, so that's bad, really bad actually. So stream update callback, I will have to create it again. Sorry. I mean, I know this is the most foolish thing I've ever made. I just renamed this function itself. I should not have done that. Coming back to this peer manager, the name should be the same, yeah, at least. And as far as this returning is concerned, let's create another function for this. Update stream version callback, update stream update callback, const stream update stream version callback, just like this. And by default it will have null value, and the type of this is gonna be, having said that, the type is actually gonna be the same, control C, control V, or it can be null. This thing is done. Coming back to this, update stream callback is actually gonna be equals to set version, set stream version. So this is done. What about this? It is just simply saying that can't assign, let's make it letter. Now fine, once this is done, now whenever coming back to this, so I will check with the stream update, the stream update stream version callback is available or not, if it is available. So update stream version callback, I will get the previous value plus 1. This is how it should be. Okay, and I will be removing it. This is how it will be going. Now it should be working fine. Okay, I will even check, I'll be even checking it. And once this is done, whenever the update changes, so what will happen, whenever the whenever I will get the tag over here, the value of this update, this particular update stream version callback function will run, and this is nothing but the the setter function that I'm actually passing over here. That simply means whenever this is called, the main value inside this media manager will change. So ultimately this set a stream version, stream version, the value of this version will change, and as this changes, this will re-render the page, and as the page re-renders at that time, and actually it is dependent on other participants and stream version. So whenever new participants join or the stream version changes, that simply means I'm getting new tracks and all. at that time I'm gonna be setting the stream. So I'm going to get my video element. So these are all the elements that I'm gonna be getting. So other participants, and again when it comes to the video elements, I'm gonna be setting them. First of all, let me show you how this is the local video element. That is fine. This is where I'm setting the uh, references for other elements. And what am I doing here? While setting them here over here, this is the video element. I'm just simply saying from here I will be getting the element, and video remote refs dot current. This is the reference that I have created, and inside that participant connection ID, that's gonna be connection ID, and that particular connection ID will be just simply showing this particular element. Does make sense, right? So video remote refs, this is where the refs are being stored. I will be storing them using the connection ID. Once it is done, I will be just simply storing the elements over there. And as for this remote video ref, I have created it here. So local video ref, for that remote video refs, there are gonna be more than one, and this is not gonna be nothing but an object. That object will contain two things. That's gonna be a string, that's gonna be value. That value can actually be an element, and that's it, the job is done. Once this is done, so whenever the value of the other participant changes or stream version changes, it will re-render. That simply means the stream that I actually got from the other peer side, that will be attached here, or that will be assigned to the source object. How will it happen? Let's see. I already have the list of other participants, right? And whenever the stream version changes, I will be just looping through it too. So what am I saying? Other participants, for each I will be getting all the participants. With the help of the participants, I will get the connection ID. With the help of the connection ID, I will be able to get the reference variable. So how will I get the video element? Video element is gonna be equals to remote video refs current, and using the connection ID, I got the element. How will I get the stream? Remote streams, I'm already saving everything in the remote stream. So remote stream, participant, and connection ID, I got them. If I have the video element, if I have the stream, just simply attach it, assign it to the source object, and the job is done. That is it. The whole explanation part, everything actually ends here. This is it all about video application. I mean, nothing else. More than this, you don't even need it. And not only video application, we have covered recording, we have covered screen sharing, we have covered turning on the video, we have covered turning on the mic and all. And what else? The chat option that is there. Let's. It's 4:36 already. There's one more option, that is chat. Should I discuss about that? So ultimately, coming back to this flow over here. So when I get them, PC on track, event stream, remote stream, change the stream version. Whenever the user get new track, then what will happen? On the media container, over here, whenever other participants or stream version changes, add the stream to the src object of that element of respective elements. Okay, this is how it's gonna be going on. I hope it does make sense. And that is it, everybody. Congratulations. If you understood, I know it must have been really hard, but this is how it goes, bro. Just spend some time. It's not like the most difficult thing ever. Even it is possible to learn. And overall, how the things work and all, I have already described everything here. Okay, what else can I do? The next thing is the chat option. Let me check first of all. I have written everything, that's okay, and let me check whether I've left something or not. So meeting options, I think I can only check this when I start working on this. So it's better to just simply start working on it, and if I face the errors, in that case I will be fixing it. Otherwise, of course, it's gonna be already ready and done, so I don't really need to worry about it. And I think that should be, I think I am going to rebuild this website using different tech stacks. So earlier I used okay, what is the plan for now? But before even the plan, let me share one thing. If I go to the container options icon, recording icon, this is fine. No need to worry about this. Components, meeting sidebar, if I go to the, there are many things. And what is the thing that I want the most here? Chat, I'm using socket IO for the chat, so it should not be problematic. The only thing that I want to discuss here for the chat, and that is mm, chat message, chat input, chat message, not even this chat message, chat messages, chat panel. So I have chat messages and I have chat input, and once I have this particular chat input, so if I go here and URL, then not quite needed. The important thing that I'm actually doing here, whenever you are getting the files, there can be another ways as well, but at the end of the day, whenever I click on this input icon, I mean file input, so first of all I allow multiple files, so that I can just simply select multiple files at the same time. And apart from this particular thing, once I got it, after that, once I got this file, what should I be doing after that? Once I got it, after that, let's see, I'm gonna be getting it in let me think. I will be getting this file as soon as I select it, right? What is the name of this? There is no name. Is there any difference? There is only this. That means handle image input will be triggered whenever it changes. Okay, from there I think I should be getting event.target.files. Once I got all the files, after that, after getting all those files, that's gonna be a flat list actually, so I will have to loop through them, and once looped through them, I will have to get the value. Once I got the value, I will have to create a form, attach the files to the form, and send the form as a payload. Let's see. Coming back to this event.target.files, we got it. Okay, after that what we are doing, we are looping through it, because the type of these files is actually a flat list. Flat list, what is this? This is just kind of an object, but you can even use index on this. I just learned on the go, I mean earlier. So I'm just simply looping through it, and once looped through it, I'm gonna be creating the URL object. And why do I need to create the URL object? So that I'm actually able to show the preview. So if you want to create the URL object, so this is how it's gonna be going on. And then I'm creating the form, new form data. This is how I'm creating the form, and all the files are being attached here. So form data.append, I'm just simply adding all the files. Once I have added all the files value to this particular file, and that's it, nothing else. So ultimately it will contain multiple files. Once it contains multiple files, I'm gonna be sending a request to the backend using this. Now you already know what will happen on the backend side. But on the backend side, I'm using multi. Let me show that. This is the most important part over here. If I just simply search online, how to send multiple files at once on React using simple and okay, here we go. So coming back to this one, on submit, it goes with the same way. So first of all, whenever input changes, event.target.files get all that files. Once I got all the files, what will I do? On submit, event.prevent, I'm creating the form data. Once the form data is created, I'm looping through that, and ultimately I'm just adding all the files here. The name could be anything. Once that is done, you are making a request. Yeah, you can get a lot of resources actually. So even when it comes to me, I don't remember a lot of things, so I just know something like that does exist. And I just try to make a Google search. If I'm able to find it right now, I can find it later as well. That simply means later I'll just simply search, I will find it, I will copy and paste and get the job done. Not copy paste, but yeah, most of the time copy paste, because you know how it works and all, right? So that's it, done, job done. So this thing is done. By the way, from here I'm just simply sending all the form data to the backend side. On the backend side, what am I gonna do? On the backend side, I'm already using multer. So if I click on my routes, if I click on file route over here, I'm using my multer over here. Multer is already configured to save the files in the upload, and in this file, the file name is gonna be decided like this. And once everything is done, that's it. And inside file uploads, you will get it inside request.files, and from here you can actually upload it in the Cloudinary. So because this file request.files will return what? Will return you the path. It returns you many things, and there's gonna be a field. What does request.files return in request.files in multer? So Node.js multer request.file is undefined. Nope, not this. I just try to avoid memorizing this stuff, because doesn't matter how hard I try, I cannot memorize everything. So it's better to let my mind be open, let my mind be free, and whenever I need something, I can just go online and look for that. Multer easily upload files with Node.js and Express. The thing is that what do we get in the request dot? I mean, this thing is actually happening everywhere. If you actually have a look, so there are gonna be two ways to upload files from the multipart, and this is the first way. You are actually using multipart form data, and you are just simply saying this, and you can directly send the file from here. So either you are using a form element directly, or you are actually creating the form element like this, and then appending the data over there. So this is how you can append the data too. And once that is done, you can append the name, you can append the file, you can just do whatever you want. And index.html file container label input files, index.html file upload file. Okay, this is just an example, so we don't really need to worry about it. Let me close this. And this is the second way. Over here what we are doing, we are actually just simply creating the form, and after that we are appending the values and all. Again the same thing we are doing, we are just simply we have the files, we are attaching all the files over here. And just going to say it is the greatest tool I've used. Lock rocket, okay, forget about that. And over here I will be getting request.body. I should be using multer. What am I using here? Express URL encoded, upload files, and this will not be available, so body parser I will have to use. So what am I gonna be using over here? Node server. So okay, I'm using multer over here, that's great. So I'm just simply configuring the destination. Upload.array, I'm gonna be accepting multiple files, and then request.files I will be getting here, and this is what I wanted. So I'm gonna be getting a field name, original name, encoding, meme type, destination, file path, file name, and path. I want to ask this question to the AI. Once I get this from request.files, what should which field, FIELD field, will or should be used for storing, uploading the image on, uploading the file on Cloudinary, CLOUD, Cloudinary. I think file path, Cloudinary, because Cloudinary leads local file path of the upload. So this is something that I will be using, file path. So result await Cloudinary upload, file path. Yeah, this is what I will be needed, and it will get the file from the local storage, and then it will upload that. Later I can even remove that if I want. So this is how Cloudinary is actually gonna be working, and that's great. Await Cloudinary upload a file path, fs unlink file path. fs.unsync. The thing is that what it is doing, first of all, upload the image on the Cloudinary, and after that fs.unlink sync, that simply means delete that, the end. So that will not be there on your local file, because because of this thing, inside uploads you will not have many files on your server, and that would be a great thing. You only need that file to be saved there, because you want to upload it on Cloudinary, and while uploading it on the Cloudinary you need the path, and that should be there on the server, right? The file should be available, then only it can be uploaded on the Cloudinary, and because of that thing you need to create the upload folder, a temporary folder you can say, and later you can just simply delete that particular file from there. Prevent server storage from filling up. Yeah, because your server storage has limit. Cloudinary doesn't really have any. It does, but you have to pay for that if you want to increase the limit and all. But at the end you get quite enough amount of limit over there as well. So this is how it goes, and turns out we have gone through everything. Congratulations. Everything, in the sense everything. And now what is the next thing? Let's talk about to do. And if I missed those, I did my level best over here. I've been just busy creating these things from the beginning. Even I have some extra stuff over here. These are all the steps that you need to keep in mind. With the help of these steps, I will be recreating this I will be recreating this whole WebRTC like video calling application, and but there are gonna be few changes. What are gonna be those changes? Let me have this. That's gonna be, so far what are gonna be the changes. So far I have been using Redux. The next time I will be using zoo stand. So that's gonna be, this is gonna be the first difference. Second thing, I've been using npm, or ultimately I can say node. I will be using one here. Third thing, what I had many ideas in my mind, I forgot them. Crazy. And third thing, yeah, I've been using backend, front end plus backend separately. What will I do here? But in this particular case, I will use turbo repo. But there's gonna be a catch. What is that catch? The catch is Next.js will have both front end plus back end. And the fifth point is that I will create separate socket server, because Next.js doesn't support socket and all. So I will be creating this separate. Now the bigger question will be, how will I authenticate the user on the socket server side? This is gonna be crazy. So socket server side, this is gonna be the challenge. Not only that, once this is done, I'm gonna be using, and server will be using better auth for authentication. So there should be some difference, right? So because so far in this one, what was here in this particular section, I've been using passport.js. So if you actually saw that, so we have been using passport and session based storage. It was the session based storage, but we've been using passport, and we still use the Next.js for the front end part. But in this particular case, we will try to just change the technologies. Like instead of using Redux, I will use Zustand. Then I will use Bun. Again, I will be using turbo repo. That simply means I will have to get the whole setup ready. And Next.js will have both front end and all. This is gonna be a challenge. I don't know how will I do it. How will I authenticate the user? Quite challenging stuff, but let's see. We will figure it out on the go. And AI is there, so we will see how it works. What I think right now, what should happen here? That I should create I don't know about this thing. I don't know. Let's see. And what else? I'll try to just replace the technologies. So whatever I used in this particular project, I will be using different tech stacks, so that we are learning something, right? And WebRTC is gonna be there. So WebRTC plus all the things. So they are gonna be definitely there. And one more thing, we will be here we used Multer. So here we will be using Express Upload. So it will be going on. And this project I will be just adding one more thing. So in this project I'm gonna be using Cloudinary. So Cloudinary, I will still make it better. It's not like this is the end. I will work on it a little bit. So over here I'm gonna be adding Cloudinary, and in the next project that I will be working on, over there I will be using S3 from AWS for storing the images and all. And what else? अभी के लिए तो इतना ही है भाई. Remaining things are gonna be added. So this is gonna be like that. Whatever occurs to me, I will just simply add that. So it should be completely a different project. Though we are trying to build the same thing. We are trying to build a WebRTC application, a video calling app. But at the end, the technology that I'm gonna be using, they are gonna be different, completely different. Okay. So that was it. Now as it's already 5 o'clock or something, so I'm gonna be calling it. As for working on this particular project is considered, first of all, tomorrow I will still work on tomorrow or today. Let's call it tomorrow. Tomorrow, first of all, I will be adding Cloudinary over here on the same application. But before that, before I call it, let me check whether we have made actually many changes, and I don't know whether this application is still gonna be running the same way or not. So if it doesn't run, then we will have to fix the errors, right? So let me check it for the last time. If there are errors, I will be fixing it. npm run dev ls npm run dev. Suffering from sneeze, yeah. Sometimes it gets, but it's still not that much. I should be thanking for this as well. Like, I'm suffering from sneeze, but not that much, otherwise I would not be able to speak at all. Okay, just a minute, give me a second. Come on, let's go. So here we are, and let me open two tabs, maybe on two browsers would be better. So this is gonna be the first one, this is gonna be the second one, and coming back to this, I'm gonna be opening the same. Let's see. I don't know, I changed many things, so there could be probability that I'm gonna face the errors and all. Already logged in. What is the user here? Unstoppable. What is the user here? Demo. That's great. Let me make it a bit smaller, because of course the designing part is not that good. Sorry for that. I don't really focus on the designing part. Maybe someday I will learn better design and all. Let's simply click on this, and I'll have to allow. So let me do one thing. If I actually want to allow this time, so I'll have to stop the camera here. So let me directly delete this from here. So this is going to be deleted. Right now I should be able to use the camera. So if I just not only the camera, let me open Irene webcam so that it is actually able to access that, and let me reset the permissions and reload it one more time. Okay, it got that. How about Irene? It doesn't get Irene. Let me do one thing. It is already on. Let me turn the camera. I like attach Irene webcam 4:3. Just a minute, give me a second. Usually my mobile's password is really wrong, so I take quite some time to just simply unlock it as well. Where is that Irene? Okay, this is here. Now it should be like connected automatically. Come on, get connected. Waiting for, yeah, it got connected. Let's simply set it here. It's gonna be like that. So ultimately right now I have two cameras, and if I just simply check this, allow, so this is gonna be here, and if I turn on the camera, I'm here. I'm gonna be joining the same meeting. Hopefully it's not gonna give me the error, but let's see. Finger crossed. I don't know what will happen. First of all, no socket connection. Congratulations, got the error. Bhai, fix karo. Just a minute, give me a second. A socket connection is not getting established here. Great, yeah. Give me a sec. Alrighty, so let's simply figure this thing out as well. Quite crazy. I changed many things. Expected. I was sure that I would get some errors and all. Console. Aha. WebSocket connection is unable to establish. Why is that so? Localhost 8000 and this WebSocket connection failed to establish. Over here. WebSocket connection is failing. Fine. So let me do one thing. Let me end this meeting for this user. Let me end this meeting for this user too. Let me clean it up. Let me join the meeting again. And failed to connect to the WebSocket. Interesting. What is the reason behind this? Let me run it again one more time. I will reload it one more time. And it is failing to connect to the WebSocket. Okay, great. If it is actually failing to connect to the WebSocket, so let's simply have a look at the code. So source socket.ts, and this is the configuration, and what is the front end actually running on? Okay, let me restart the front end as well. It will be running on what? Localhost 3000. This is also fine, and let me go to the front end code right now. Front end code in the sense app main meeting page.tsx. Over here I'm trying to connect it to the server and get socket. Okay, and then localhost 8000 public URL. So it should be working, but why is it not working? That is the problem. So let's even collapse this, come back to this one page, and let's try to debug it. Meanwhile, okay, forget about turning on the camera. Coming back to this, I tried to join the meeting and it failed to connect. Is the mic on right now? Just a sec. Okay, it is on. It is failing to connect. Let's know the reason behind this. WebSocket connection, this transport WebSocket failed. Why? Meeting use effective page dot this socket connect, this is failing. Okay, this is failing, but for what reason? This socket that I have here, socket ref, not even that. I already have this socket here. I'm just simply connecting to it, and as I'm connecting to it, it is giving me this error. Yesterday I wasn't, today I changed many things, so maybe something I missed by mistake. I changed by mistake. It will take a while to just simply figure it out, because nothing is clear right now. So let me go to this socket. Now it's time to reload it. Pending finished, this payload, this message, this initiator, timing, headers. It is trying to connect over and over, but not able to connect for some reason. Okay, do you have any idea regarding this? Why am I facing this issue suddenly? Let me make it true, auto connect true, and see what happens. Still getting that. This is not able to connect. Connection is not getting established. Interesting. Okay, front end side, back end side, and socket.io. I'm trying to connect to this one, so there's problem on the back end side simply, but on the back end side too, I've done everything right. Having done everything right, server socket connected, so whenever the connection is ready, socket side, I have only this option now. Do it. Socket side, CLG.io. No, 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 no. अब इधर से क्या मिलेगा मुझे? वो path regex. Connector, disconnector, event binary, and all these things. So origin localhost, this methods array, and then this, it simply tells me about that. Okay. Fine. How am I supposed to check whether the connection actually got established or not? Well, this is running, that is good. And at the end of the day, whenever I'm getting the socket and all, one thing, let me do delete this and delete this and delete this, and let's do it again. Run it. Same is gonna be happening on this side, and there's no socket connection. Reload the page. console, socket side, no socket connection. Bro, web socket connection to localhost 8000 socket.io. This failed. Okay, I'm gonna be using this postman to make a connection right now. I don't know. Let's see whether I will be able to establish a connection using postman or not. So okay, over here WebSocket, this, and this one. Okay, fine. This particular thing, localhost 8000, connect. I'm not gonna send any data. I'm just simply gonna connect. Error. Why is that so? It's on 8000. So coming back to this, connect. What? 200 localhost status code. Okay. So request URL this, and let me make it. Request method get status code. Okay. Could not connect to this. It is not able to connect either. Interesting. That simply means I've been explaining some of the things on the backend side yesterday, but I think yesterday it was working fine. Nothing is problematic here. And once app is here, getting the app, creating the HTTP server. I think this is the region. So create socket connection, and first of all socket connection should establish, and after that app should start, or both of them should happen at the same time. Let's try it. I'll have to restart the server. Connect. Are yaar? Let's reload this page. I think I will take some time to just figure it out too. Create sockets connection, async, new server. This is also running. New server, where is this coming from? Close this server. Socket IO, HTTP, किधर मिस करा भाई? Earlier it was working. Why isn't it working suddenly? Am I missing something? And missing then what? At least there should be some error. There isn't even any error. I mean, there's only this error. Okay, let me socket manager, let me make it false so that it gets connected manually, and wait. Congratulations, you got the error again. Let me ask the AI what could be the reason behind this. What could be the reason behind this? This error means the browser tried to open the WebSocket connection but failed. With the socket.io, this can happen for several common reasons. First, check backend is running. Well, it is running, yeah. And then socket.io server not attached to the HTTP server. App. Oof. Wrong. Then create a server. And after that, origin and server and provide this new server. Fine. Must attach the value, then cause problem, localhost, this 3000 and 8000, I'm allowing it, then this is how it should go. It's exactly like that. And socket client, HTTP, localhost 8000, I'm listening to that. And make sure your front end connection is correct, like HTTP WS, do not use this. Socket handles the protocol automatically. Transport WebSocket, error show socket.io normally uses polling, then upgrade to WebSocket. Transport is gonna transport mismatch. Transport WebSocket, socket.io normally uses first uses polling, then upgrades to WebSocket. So if you force the WebSocket to this and the server is not configured properly, it will fail. Then try removing the transports. Okay. Firewall port already used. Let me comment this. Done. How about this? I need to reload it. I'm unable to establish the socket connection. How crazy. So it is like getting the 400. That simply means it does not exist right now. So that simply means for some reason this is not running, and even if it is running, it is okay. Ha, 404. It is just simply saying that not found. Localhost 8000 is not found. Socket.io EOF polling this is not found. Page 46, line number 46. Socket.connect, it is trying to connect, but it is not found. I'm even gonna be removing that, or I'm gonna be coming I'm gonna be going live after some time, and maybe at that time I will be able to figure it out. Crazy stuff. Socket.io, creating it, everything is great, and origin is localhost 3000. That means it should definitely be working fine. Coming back to this page, over here I'm gonna be just simply stopping the socket connector, rather I'm gonna be connecting it directly. So that simply means comment this, and I'm gonna be doing one thing, localhost 8000. Yeah, it should make sense. Coming back to this one. Wow, kya baat hai, super. Nothing could be better than this. Well, for this particular error, I am gonna be back after some time, and or maybe, this is the craziest thing ever. Let me give it to the chat GPT again, if it can help me with this. What am I missing? This means your backend does not have the socket.io server running on that route. Socket.io 404 usually means socket is not attached. So this is not working fine. Socket is not attached the right way. Okay, so first of all attach it, then run it, then server.listen. Oh my god, am I doing that? Am I doing that? Yes, I am doing that. I should be listening it on server. Three. Seriously, I created the server, but I was listening on the app, and I made this mistake while explaining the things. Yesterday, I was explaining it, and then I just forgot to just simply add server over here, and because of that thing, I've been getting this error for so long. Yeah, literally, I've been crazy. Not you've been, I've been crazy. I'm the one. I know it will work. But before that, let me go to page, let me enable this, because it's good to have this. So all the good practices that I had, I'm gonna be having them back again. And socket manager, I'm gonna be turning them on just like this. Things should work fine. Coming back to this, reload the page, and one more thing, I need to restart my backend. Coming back to this, have I been logged out? Nope, not really. Update, can't update a component router while rendering a different component auth layout to look at the forget about this. Connected, congratulations. One error and done. One word was missing, and that is nothing else. It stopped everything. Coming back to this, and let's keep it here, reload the page. and I hope this is gonna be working fine right now. So no need to create it actually, let's simply leave the room. I'm gonna be joining this particular meeting, so let's simply join the meeting. Okay, Unstoppable wants to join the meeting. Allow the Unstoppable, and here we are. And there is the issue is with the what is happening here. This is the host. Okay, coming back to this log. Offer created, got sent, ICE candidates got sent, answer received, received WebRTC candidate, remote description is set with answer. Wow, it is done, great job. And here here first of all, a remote description, not even before that, this received WebRTC signal type offer, received the offer. Okay, it received the offer. Received WebRTC signal type candidates or remote offer set with offer. Received WebRTC signal candidate, local description set with answer, WebRTC signal got type, answer is sent, answer is received there as well. So connection is established. So what is the problem then? I think peer connection is established. How can I check whether the peer connection is actually established or not? For this thing, Chrome / WebRTC internals. So I have this one, and it is already connected it is in the connected state. So what is the problem? I got that. What is the problem? The thing that I just recently changed, remote descriptions are not being added here. So connection is being established the right way, but the remote description is not being added. So what should I do? I should do where should I go? Front end, page.tsx, inside media container. Over here, this particular thing is not quite working, so this is the problem. When I'm attaching the remote stream, they are not being attached properly. What is the problem? Stream version doesn't really work. So CLG, what CLG? Let me check whether the page actually re-renders or not, and whether the value of this changes or not. So maybe somewhere here, CLG remote streams, CLG version stream version cut. अरे नहीं भाई, कट ऐसे नहीं. अरे what? Cut, paste. This is the problem. I know this is the problem. And because the connection is connected, I mean, so there's high probability that this is the issue. But if I want to check it, first of all, let's deny it. Let's simply end this meeting as well. Let's clear all the logs. Let's create a new meeting. Right now remote stream is empty and version is 0. Congratulations. And I can turn on my video. So still it is like that. Now I'm gonna be copying it, I'm gonna be pasting it here, I'm gonna enter and wait for a while, and I can allow, and once allowed, it was version 1, then it became 2. I have only one stream, but I have a stream, and the stream is this. So if the stream is this, what is the ID of this user? AAJ, so I'm getting the stream as well. So as I'm getting the stream, so ultimately I have the stream over here. What is the ID of this one? AAC. So ha, okay, not ha. Here I'm not getting the stream. So ultimately the remote streams are null even at the end. That simply means one user is getting the remote streams, another user is not. Remote streams, another user is not getting the remote stream. Why is that so? If the peer connection is ready, they should definitely be getting the remote streams, but if they are not getting, because other user is not really sending them. And if I actually turn on the camera, there is no camera. Reset this. I'm getting the stream here, but I'm not getting the stream here. And let me reset the permissions, reload it. Iron webcam, let me allow. I can turn on the camera. I think I need to reload this one more time. So this thing is done. I can allow. Well, it's working. I can turn on this video. The thing is that I wasn't sharing the camera, like the camera. One more thing, if I actually turn off the camera both sides, okay, when you actually join the meeting at that time, your camera needs to be shared, otherwise there's gonna be problem. If I reload it and reload this as well, if I reload both of them, allow, this is fine. The problem was that the camera wasn't being shared. If I reset the permission here, as well as if I reset the permission here, and if I just simply do it again, first of all let's get rid of this, remove it, then there's gonna be problem. So if I block it, block ho ja bhai. If I never allow, okay, and if I just do this thing, so though they are connected, but there is no video, so it will not work. If I start sharing the screen, then this will also not work. This is a bug, really a good one, that when the camera is not allowed at that time, even if the connection gets established, there is no stream. And because there is no amazing bug, I mean not bug, actually extra feature that I can add here. So only when the camera is allowed, people are reset the permissions, reload the page, reset the permissions, reload it, allow, and allow, not this, okay, and this is also gonna work. So only when the camera is allowed, what happens, local stream gets created, otherwise not. And that is quite obvious. And what I have to do, this is fine but not fine. As per the logic that we have over, okay, what is the problem here? If we are not turning the camera on and on, turning on camera and on, what am I saying, just a sec, give me a moment. So what I was saying, whether you are turning on the camera or not, it's completely up to you. But whenever we are creating the local stream over here, so what we are saying, so initialize it, init local stream. So whenever we are initializing the local stream, at that time we are actually getting the local stream based on the media devices, and if there are no media devices, that's gonna be problematic. So what can we do? Good question. What can we do? In that case, if the camera is not on, let's see, I will check the same thing on Google Meet and how the Google Meet works and all, and we will be implementing the same functionality. For now, your camera needs to be on, like you need to be given the permission key, allow it, only then you can join the meeting, and WebSocket connection is going to be established. And there are some like logic problem, not even logic problem. I will check how the Google Meet work, how Zoom works and all, and the same way I will be implementing this functionality, and this is not even a big deal. Okay, we can go through it. The good thing is that it is working, even we can deploy it, and once it is even deployed, it will still work. Nothing could be better than that. Not only that, we spent so much time creating this. I am so proud of doing this. Actually, this is better than anything else I've done. It simply tells you what happens and when, why it happens, how it happens, what you actually do. All the steps are actually here. So now we will be just simply following it. From tomorrow onwards, we will even start working on it. There is still a to do, and what is the to do? And the to do is that coming back to this. Let me keep it on the left side. Let me close this. Chats. Over here, if I say hi, bye, tada, whatever, it's working. I can just simply send oh, wow. This is fine. I can even send the images. So come on, yeah, how long will it take? It's taking some time. Never mind. Let me select these logos. Let me open them. Maybe I need to select them again, open them. Why aren't they selected? Literally, I'm not able to select and open. Okay, fine, it is working. So I got them over here. I'm even rendering them. If I send them, why is that so? Didn't that get saved in the data? I mean, memory uploads. I got them. So I got them here. Okay, I got them here. So why isn't the result visible here? Now check the response that you are actually getting on the front end side and blah blah, so many things. Let me check what response am I sending. File controller, URLs. Okay, this is gonna be to do for tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, yeah. Let's get it done. I'll have to restart my server. It's gonna be so this is fine. Got it. So /upload/ this no logo PNG. So it is unable to find that. That simply means you know what the problem is. The problem is that static file is not working. What do I mean by static? Yesterday I made some changes in that as well. Coming back to this index dot, not app.ts actually, and over here I'm using this express static. This is not working. /uploads, let's see. Let's restart the backend. Let me reload the page. Kulja sim. This is not working. Fine, 8000. And in that case I'll have to restart it again. So how can I make it work? I think I don't really have any another way except adding in the sense For making it static, wait, index.html works directly. Why aren't the photos working? Crazy stuff. Huh? Okay, got it. I think got it. I'm adding the upload over here, and I don't have to do that. So if I remove this upload, हो जा भाई. If I try to get index.html, index.html, great job. Even this is not accessible. Great. Static uploads, express static, app.use express static. This does not work directly or what? Let me check it one more time. Tring, even if I just remove it, tring, enter, hello there, it is working. Index.html, it is working. And photo. This is the photo. Copy it. Have I stopped the backend by doing that? Yeah, I've done a great job. Paste it. What? Sorry. Control Shift C. Paste the URL. Enter. This will not work, but how about this? Yeah, made it work. Great job. And right now, as it is working, so that simply means if I allow the so many users are here, let's simply end the meeting, both of them, and this is also going to be ended, and create a new meeting, chat, and that will still not work because I haven't changed the URL. This upload does not need to be here, as simple as that, because upload is actually static. So even if upload doesn't need to be added, whatever there is inside upload, that will automatically be accessible. So what can I do? File URLs. Let's get rid of this base URL. File path, not file path यार. अब file path में क्या आता है? CLG file. Let's not worry about this. Rather multi file path destination. I just need to know the file name, that's it. Because file name will directly be accessible there, because uploads is actually static. There we go. I know it will work. And coming back to this one, here we are. Let's join the same meeting after all. Hello, coming back. Allow, turn on the camera, working. Let's go to the chat section. I'm gonna be sending the images. I'm gonna be sending two images. One, never mind. Literally, is it working? Really, it is working. Chat payload empty files. There are no files as such. I'm not sending any URL back. So this is saved on the backend side. Event send message. Send. Now it is working. So what happened initially? Something. Okay, initially the thing is that they take some time to just simply send the request on the backend side and get the response, and I just send it really quick. Because of that thing, it just happened. So this time it is working. If if I just simply select any PDF. Again, I can have a demo here. This is the PDF for you. Yeah, thank you. So this is how it works. So ultimately overall things are working. The only thing that is left right now, adding Cloudinary, so that the photos and videos, even, are we able to just add the video here? Do I have the video? Video, webcam, testing webcam. I think so. I can add the video, but the thing is that I don't have a video render for rendering this stuff and all. So we will even work on this particular functionality, and this is how it's gonna be done. So two steps: adding a video, optional, and so that is able to be re-rendered, and second, using Cloudinary, and then removing the files, unlinking them, unlink sync, fs.unlink sync. This is the method that you have to call, and give the path name of the file, and that will be deleted and all. So this is how we are gonna be going ahead, and things are gonna be done. Until then, take care, bye bye, see you, tata, milte hain fir, and keep up the good work, keep coding.